Hey everybody, welcome back to Quali-Tea time. So, in the news this week, well, we have winter landing in a very big way. It's getting very cold, very dark, very early, and we're getting lots of rain. That's kind of more of an English thing, but we have had a lot of rain recently, and I'm beginning to worry if it's gonna, start flooding down the back of us, but who knows. And I talk about this in an upcoming Edgington episode, but basically this is messing with my sleep schedules a lot. Almost every single seasonal change tends to throw my sleep schedule into disarray, but not helping. And because of my rules, a day where I wake up later means I have less time to work on stuff, which means that stuff gets delayed more. Rest assured, there is stuff in the works. It's just I need to actually be awake long enough to do it, and if I just forsook my workday rule of stopping at 10 PM to actually get stuff done, then I would be more inclined to break it for more trivial reasons, shall we say. So for the moment that's holding, and you get the videos when you get the videos, but I am working on them, I promise you. In fact, I am almost all the way through writing down every single thing that happens in episode 5 of Haunting, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that though, on to the schedule. Upcoming streams for the week are, on Thursday night at 11 PM GMT, we have more Midnight Squad with XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. Now that we've actually finally gotten past the incredibly bugged mission, we can actually start fighting some people. Then on Saturday at 9 PM GMT, we have more of the Coaster, where it was rough last week. Let's hope it's easier this week. And lastly, on Tuesday at 9 PM GMT, we have more Yog Dwarves Live. Last time we made some dice. Who knows, maybe this time we make a game board. And videos you might have missed. The finale of Madhouse Riots. I didn't manage to see a single human being for most of this season. Wonder how many I can kill in the last one. And an episode of Dungeon Maker where we are digging a big old tunnel for the dungeon's protective matriarchs. And lastly, several episodes of Factorio with Strife. It's all about the adulthood woes, as Strife and I discuss economics and the postal system. It's more entertaining than it sounds, I promise. New episodes Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And on to the questions. So as always, these are drawn from the comment section of the preceding vlog. If you have anything you want to ask me, drop it down below, we'll see if it gets answered. Our first question of the week comes from Bo Nicholas Matthieson. How many mods have you made? Specifically, this is referring to Minecraft mods. I don't recall at least made any mods for any other games, but my Minecraft has a decent entry level for making mods and such. But on that list, the first mod that I made was Nature Reclaims, which is a procedural decay mod for way back when, before I was even coding in Forge. And that just meant that if you were in an area for a long enough period of time, then the buildings that you've put together would fall over, which was really nice, and a lot of people actually seem to have liked that for how little it actually got done. After that, my university final year project was another Minecraft mod called Neuro Villagers, which is adding neural networks to the AI villagers to make them realize new things were attacking them so they should learn to run away from them. And then of course we have Yog Dwarves. We then have TI Xeno, which was a small little mod I made for Kim Richards of the Yogscast to do her To Infinity series. That then also spun into the Wardrobe mod, which was for basically just a cosmetic skin changer, which everybody seems to need in a lot of these series. And then I made the cosmetic mods, which added distinct specific costumes and abilities to the Return, Haunting, and Mating Do, which I then had to port into 1.7, I think, which was a pain, but oh well. Other than that, though, only Wardrobe was actually released publicly, so I'm not exactly an accredited modder, if you will, in that regard. Morgan Sabriel asks, what is your favourite Minecraft mod? Formerly, before it was seemingly abandoned by MNF, it was Witchery, and I absolutely loved Witchery. Witchery has a lot of fun mechanics, a lot of interesting abilities and items and blocks and stuff inside of it. It was really fun to mess with that, especially to automate it. That was always fun. Nowadays, though, and it's not really a mod for, doing a series around. It's not really meant for building a base around, doing that kind of thing. It's a replay mod. It's really more of a utility kind of thing, but it allows me to get the exact camera angle I want from no matter from anywhere in post. It allows me to do time lapses really ludicrously easy, and I love it. It's so handy. Dual Apocalypsian asks, was the Witch's Fall inevitable? That is a really big question to ask, because it gets, the root of it is there such a thing as destiny or fate in the Lying verse? And I want to believe that at the very least, the presence or existence of fate in the Lyingverse is as vague as it is in ours. Which is to say, they might be all being directed by some greater hand of God, or they might just be making decisions and going about on their own. We know that there are universal concepts, and some of these things are specific, some of them are vague. On the whole, though, I don't want to say for certain if there was a fate, which is to say, I think the witch fell as a consequence of the choices and decisions of them and those around them. I don't want to say that it was inevitable that they would always end up. Every lying serves a purpose, as we know from the Lost Hands. And that's not like, here is a check mark, okay, you've done it, you're off now. It's, you are in this universe to provide this thing, to do this thing, and you're set to do that from your start to your end. And it's not a point of you're building up to doing it, it's you're doing it, you're always there to do that. So the actual, Lost Hands style purposes of every character aren't an objective, they're a function. But this could get a bit more deeper than a standard answered question would go. So, hope you've all enjoyed that slight ramble, and I shall, as always, get you all